backstage at Standon calling on day 3, and Jeffrey Lewis is popped in for chatting to the beautiful porter cabin backstage.
Yeah, somebody told me that Standon calling has supposedly famous toilets.
Yes.
I haven't seen them yet.
Oh, okay. They've got painted graffiti doors, and then they're big, basically a big pit where everything happens, and it's all compostable. If that's a word. Yeah.
Well,
Environmentally
I'm sure
friendly.
I'll check it out before too long.
Yeah, I would hold your breath. Maybe they're still not that great.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a particularly luxury experience. But what do you make of Standon calling so far? What's your experience been?
I'm surprised that it's so small. I never know ahead of time what I'm gonna get when I show up at a festival, because it seems as though every year there's like 100 festivals that well, 100 is an exaggeration. Let's say a handful of festivals that I've never heard of that I end up playing at, and I don't know how long Standon calling has been going, but I don't know ahead of time how big a thing is, or who's going to necessarily be playing there, or how many stages. So this is quite interesting to just show up and have a walk around, and then suddenly realize that I've seen the whole thing. So it feels nice and cozy.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you picked up on a particular vibe from the festival then, despite it being very small? Do you think that works to its advantage, maybe?
So far, it seems really nice. I mean, I've literally been here less than an hour, so
okay.
I haven't really checked it out.
Still enough time to see it all, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen it all already, unless there's hidden pockets. But
plenty.
Yeah, it seems like a nice, comfortable size for a not overwhelming festival experience.
Okay, so when you were wandering around the site earlier, did anyone kind of stop you and wander up and say hello?
Yeah, I bumped into some friends, autograph seekers, and bumped into some other friends again that I'd seen earlier. So it seems like the sort of festival where you're guaranteed to bump into people you know.
In terms of autograph hunters then, over the course of your career, what's the kind of strangest experience you've had with a fan? Anything particularly creepy or unusual?
Well, the one time I did get deported from a country for not having proper work permits, which was my record label's fault, not mine, but regardless, it was a sort of draining experience of they confiscate your passport and they march you on the plane like a prisoner after everybody's already boarded, and they ship you out, on the next plane out of there. But the bright spot was that the flight attendant somehow recognized us and asked us for autographs, so that was like, alright, at least somebody still loves us.
Sorry that we're throwing you out, but can you sign this?
Yeah, yeah, just last night we had a very excited fan from Australia who came to the show, and she was buying all this stuff to send back to her friends in Australia, and she was in fact so excited that right after the first song she like puked all over the monitor right in front of us and had to be taken away. So
that's pure excitement.
Yeah, that was a little too pure excitement. So hopefully we'll experience some excited fans tonight.
Not to the verge of puking.
Yeah, well, or at least not until the show's over.
Or into the chemical kind of biodegradable toilet area.
Yeah. So well, I feel like I should be interviewing you, because you obviously must have much more interesting things to say than I do, because you've been to all these amazing festivals.
No, but no one's ever puked on meeting me though. That's
well, this interview's not over yet. This chai is making me feel a little funny.
Oh, okay.
But so yeah, I should be doing this after the interview's over. But you've been to all these amazing locations.
Yeah.
And you have a lot more locations coming up.
Yeah.
What have you found?
Done.
Yeah. Like what have those experiences like made you think differently about UK festivals?
It has done as well. Like my background in festivals is much more of a kind of, before this job started, a sort of heavy metal variety. So I'd done loads and loads and loads and loads of festivals, but I'd always been dancing to Slayer. And now for 11 weeks I'm dancing to like drum and bass one week, and then folk the next week, and swing the next day, and it's brilliant. So yeah, it's changed me in that way.
Yeah.
I think.
I actually I've come to Slayer very late in life. Just about a year ago got properly introduced, and been listening to a lot of Slayer in the past year. You
have?
But I sort of missed out on the heavy metal phase of teenage years. That just like went right by me. I was, purely just classic rock and folk stuff.
Yeah.
So just the last couple of years have been maybe, I'm obviously like not at the age where I'm going to get obsessed with it and write Metallica all over my bedroom wall, but at least now I feel like I've filled in a certain gap in my musical knowledge of
tasted a bit of everything.
Yeah, and kind of understood a little more of what is awesome about which bands and which bands I'm like not into.
But it's nice though, because like a heavy metal festival is like a completely different vibe as well, like a good vibe in its own way. There's a lot of people getting quite drunk maybe quite early on,
Yeah.
and raging really hard, and then this is much more like, hey, you want to go to the swimming pool for an hour or so?
Yeah.
Right then, yeah, no problem. So
A little more laid back.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for chatting to me.
No problem. Good luck on your mission. So when can I see the finished analysis of worldwide
It's a constant
festivals?
analysis.
Yeah, so it's an ongoing thing.
An ongoing
Yeah.
perpetual analysis, and then I finish on Christmas Day.
Wow, so you have a long ways to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's all gonna, it's good. Everyone goes, oh, you're gonna be so tired, and I'm like, still standing.
Yeah.
Sitting at Standon calling. Yeah.
Cool.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah. You
Thanks
too.
for chatting.